Hey everyone, Dollar Currency 21 back again. Is the bear market almost over, or is one final drop still ahead? If you're new here, welcome. We share daily Bitcoin and crypto analysis. Join our community of over 23,000 followers, link in the description. Now let's dive into the weekly charts. So as you can see in a weekly Bitcoin time frame, we have a habit of testing the previous ATH, okay? In 2017, the ATH formed around $19,000. In 2022, we revisit the area. We pierced it and hovered a little bit, okay? Around $15,000 formed the bottom of the bear market, and after that, we bounced and formed a new ATH. The previous ATH was around $64,000, $65,000 ish around 2021, and we're already at that level. We broke it to the downside, we hovered a little bit, and I expect we will see some kind of formation, and probably we will form some kind of base here around $50,000 to $60,000, and after that, like previous cycle, after September, October, we will bounce to the upside. And note that price have a habit to break the Kumo cloud from the places that the Kumo cloud is narrow. Okay, so probably around here we're gonna bounce to the upside. Okay, in the next chart we see clear ascending channel. Every time price went through the bottom of this channel, we see a bounce to the upside. Here in 2017, we bounced to the upside. In 2019, we bounced to the upside. After COVID crash, we bounced to the upside. In 2022, we tested the top edge of this ascending channel, the bottom of these the bottom zone of this ascending channel, and the bottom of the bear market form, and we bounce to the upside. Okay, currently we are very close to the bottom of this channel. Okay, we are not there yet, but I expect after a sudden move, maybe a wick to the downside, maybe a black swan happen or something similar. Okay, probably around $50,000. Okay, which we have an order block, we will form the bottom and we will bounce to the upside. In a daily time frame, the story is a little bit different. Every time in a daily time frame during the current bear market, we form the bear flag, okay? Then we flush to the downside. Here, we form the bear flag, we flush to the downside. Currently, in my opinion, we are forming another bear flag, okay? Note that in a daily time frame, we have an FVG zone, okay? So probably we will testing the top of these bear flag around $70,000, okay? Which in a few minutes, we will see that there is liquidity here, okay? And after that, I expect moving to the downside to test below the $60,000, okay? I know that I have a tweet in my account which I explain how you should prepare yourself to step in and buy Bitcoin and build your portfolio. Okay, so go and check that tweet as well. If we check the liquidity heat map, we will clearly see that there is a huge liquidity around $60,000. Okay, and if you check the higher time frame, you will see that below the 55,000 already there's a lot of liquidity as well. Okay. And note that the first liquidity zone near the current price is around $67,000, and after that probably we will hit the $70,000. Okay, when price reach here, I will carefully watch the price, and if I see some kind of bearish signals, I prepare myself to open a short position. But note that if we break the 70K strong and confirm above it, okay, we will move to the next level of the liquidity, which will be around $75,000. Okay, so here we need to assess whether it's the top for this bearish flag or we're gonna move higher. Okay, because there is potential to test the 75, even $80,000. But note that we need another flush down to grab those liquidity around 55 and $50,000 as well. Okay, so the bearish flag will be valid for me as long as we remain below $80,000. Okay, if we check MVRV chart, okay, we clearly see that in every single bear market we form some kind of uh, bearish situation in the MVRV as well. Okay, MVRV compares Bitcoin's current price to the average price investors pay for their coins. Okay, and if you check it in 2022, we went below the one level of the MVRV. In 2019, we tested that level as well. In 2015, we tested that level as well. In 2012, we tested that level as well. Okay, but currently, if you check it, we're not there yet. Okay, so there is a huge possibility to form some kind of bearish situation. Okay, and for example, something like this. Okay, it was very harsh. Okay, here something like this, and after that we're gonna move to the upside. Okay, probably if in Bitcoin price we hover around 50k or 55k. Okay, the MVRV chart showing some red flags as well. Okay, here in MVRV-Z, okay, the indicator help us compare different Bitcoin cycles on an equal basis. Okay, when the MVRV-Z score drops toward the green zone, like previous cycles in 2022, in 2019, in 2015, okay, and before that, that means the bottom of Bitcoins happened. Currently, we are in the gray zone, but we're not below the zero level yet. Okay, in every single previous bear market, we touched below the zero level. Okay, so to me, we need another flush to the downside. Yes, we are in a very good place, and probably building a portfolio is wise from now, okay? But you have to be prepared for one more flush to the downside, okay? In the NUPL chart, you have to note that the NUPL is essentially a sentiment indicator, because it shows how investors are feeling, okay? So when we are in a red zone, it means we are in a euphoria or greed zone, okay? The yellow means we are in a denial, okay? Again, in a brown area means optimism or anxiety. We dropped below all those levels, okay? Currently, the NUPL is in a hope fear, in a gray zone, okay? But note that again, like every single bear market, previous bear markets, okay, we need to enter in a green zone. One thing that gonna be important for me is in current cycle in right now, I mean, we have institutional money and we have ETFs. Maybe that have some kind of effect on the NUPL as well. Currently, there is a possibility to see another black swan, okay? But I think around 50 to $55,000 will be the bottom of the Bitcoin, and probably after that, after the very tiny touch to the green area, we will bounce to the upside, and that will be the bottom of the Bitcoin. All of these indicators showing us that yes, we are very close to forming the bottom of the Bitcoin, but we are not there yet. I bought Bitcoin at $59,700, okay? And I have planned to buy more Bitcoins if we see some kind of flush to the downside, okay? I really hope that Bitcoin is showing us another opportunity to buy, because the next ATH definitely will be higher than $200,000. Okay? I hope you enjoy this show. See you later.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger.